Hello and welcome back to the Metamystic Show. Let's take a deep breath together. Let's get 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Let's have a conversation. I don't know, I'm trying that out. Let's have a conversation. What do you guys think of that? For my tagline. I just reveal. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? There could be something here with that message where it's that's the opposite of what you should do. If you're trying to come up with a cool podcast intro, you don't reveal your hand to your audience. You're not what do you guys think of this? You know what I'm saying? But that's me. Because I believe that we build the world together. And you know what? I'm going to be real honest with you. And this is part of the message, guys. That's why I'm channeling it. That has gotten me into a lot of trouble. That innocent naivete where I'm let's just build the world together. Let's just show our hand. Why not? Let's build this together. We're one. That mindset will get you in trouble. And yet here I am still doing it. Right? So as long as you understand that the world is a dark place, right? That the world is not, that the world looks at you like your kindness is weak. That your ability to connect with people on a human to human level, it's kind of well, don't show them that. Don't show them your humanity. Make sure that they are scared of you. Make sure that they, respect you and know that you're way, 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 way better than them. And that you kind of, in fact, are, you're kind of waiting for them to walk away so that you can get back to what you were doing. And all the while, it's let's just take this for an example, a podcast. The people are the ones who make it possible, but you're treating them like they're an inconvenience to you. Some of you might be dealing with an egomaniac with the 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Let me get a prop. You might have a snake in your grass, or you did. Yeah, there's a message here about a person that thinks they're better than you, or they could do the job better than you. See what I was saying with that energy coming in? What do you guys think of my new catchphrase? Let's have a conversation, which I think is good, and I'm testing it out. It's kind of it's meta. That's why I call myself the Metamystic. Because, the concept of something that is meta, it's kind of like movie reviewers being reviewed. Food critics, say you have a group of food critics. They have all the food in front of them, and they're taking bites, and they're critiquing the food. But then you have a group of people, this is what meta is. You have a group of people that are reviewing the food reviewers, that are critiquing the critiquers. So that's what I do on this channel. We go one step removed from the actual thing at play. What's behind the curtain? There's more to everything than meets the eye, right? So you can come into whatever this situation is with that information in your repertoire, because you're going to be getting downloads and you're going to be given a form of ancient wisdom. I had a dream about a white snake back in like 2018 and I never forgot it, so I wanted to get a replica. In the dream, I was trying to get rid of the snake because I thought it was bad. But then by the end of the dream, I realized that it was actually my companion. I wrote a song about it. I think it's on my album Fragments. If you look up Fragments by Missy-Gordon. I wrote it years ago. I can't remember the name of it, but there's that song on there. Anyways, for some of you, this kind of egomaniac sort of a person where I'm like, where I was reenacting a scene in my head. It's like they were on their phone and you were talking to them and they were kind of just like ignoring you, like on their phone, like you were like an inconvenience. Like what? Like, and then when they approach you, they act as if you should be like worshiping them. Like they're on this horse being worshipped, right? This is like the golden calf. Like all these people are worshiping this person, essentially. Or they're at least, who's that? And I feel for some of you, you didn't give this person that reaction, so now they're pissed at you and now they have a vendetta against you. Okay, that's what I'm getting. The audacity, because this asshole could have juggled you. We have Scorpio, we have Taurus here, we have Virgo, we have Aquarius, Capricorn for signs. One more, let's do the run through one more time, everybody, one more time. Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Aquarius, and Capricorn. For those in the back. So, I'm hearing that song. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Do 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 do. I don't know what that is, but it's like with the Fool, I feel like this person, see, the Fool is a much higher energy. It's major arcana, and this is how you're coming through. In the video that I did right before this one, it's focusing on this energy. You're some sort of a lot of us are. This is a collective message. We're forerunners, and this could be even in like your field, but this could also just be speaking on a spiritual level. Like you're willing to go there where it's like I was talking about the meta thing. It's like you understand that this is the Matrix. You're out of the Matrix. You know it's the Matrix. You know it's a game. You know that it's like that all these people are just operating on this, like, in this paradigm that you're outside of, like I was talking about. It's like this group of people that are looking down onto the planet. And you're able to have access to that divine perspective because you're connected to that faraway land, and they're pinging down this information to you via downloads, dreams, visions, auditory receptance. However you receive your messages, could even be through just feeling, like you feel something's off or whatever. Because, see, this person, whoever they are, they're not just a regular, standard, run-of-the-mill asshole. There's something here with this person that you recognized. That either they got to this position in some sort of a sketchy way. I'm seeing something with money here. They did something funny in the back end here. For others of you, this person's kind of like narcissistic and aren't so many people in power, right? I'm hearing that song, Pussy in Power, Venom. What is that song? Someone let me know in the comments. See the horse? See how it looks? How it's like... I feel like women throw themselves at this person. And I'm seeing some of you, even in a queer context, like this person could be fluid here, and maybe they don't even want people to know about that for some. Yeah. This person could be like kind of macho, and they don't want people to know that they like swing with the men. I don't care. I'll expose this mother. Because this is an energy. You don't even have to know this person. This could just be... How do I explain this spirit? This is so complex. Hold on, guys. Let's bring in Metatron. Metatron always knows what to do. Too many different perspectives, right? It's like there's too much going on. You could be talking to a cis heterosexual woman at work. Let's just give that example, right? And you feel something off about this person. You can't put your finger on it. It's like maybe they're kind of like a Karen, but that's not enough. It's like there's something behind that. It's like I'm picking up that in this woman's energy is like it's like the energy of a macho dude that like made fun of like the gay theater kid in college and laughed with all his friends, but then like 3 weeks later was like going down on a dude in a car and like looking around to make sure nobody sees him. And so it's like a hypocrite energy mixed with a bullying energy, and then intertwined with that, it's like a triple braided cord. Intertwined with that is this other narcissistic sort of thing, like, you should be happy to even be in my presence. But all of these women, like, throwing, like, songs at him and shit don't even care. Like, he doesn't even care. Like, he's not even, like, attracted to them. So it's all fake. The whole thing's fake. All right, everybody. It's like everybody comes in after the show, after the production, and we start breaking down the set. Let's take the curtains down even, because that's how much of a freaking facade that this is. Now, everything I'm saying here could just be an example, an analogy, might be literal for somebody. So I'm going to say it. Because nobody stands up to this person. All right? Nobody. Well, sister, aren't you going to like draw evil eye on you for saying this stuff? Of course. See, there's like rabbing outside. I just opened up to the King and Queen of Wands. Interesting. You could have been in a relationship with this person even. Yep. Could have had a home with this person, 10 of Pentacles, or a business, 2 of Cups. You might be with this person and they're like secretly gay. TW? Yep. Honk honk. Trigger warning. This person, whoever they may be to you, could be a family member. For some of you, it's a romantic interest. For some of you, it's a boss. For others of you, it's like, I'm seeing you laying in bed. See how they're looking away from each other? And it's like he's laying on his side on his phone and he's looking at something. Yeah. He's looking at like sexy men. What an asshole. What an asshole. I'm telling you, and this is an analogy for some people, this is the guy that made fun of my friend. Right? Because I've known a lot of people in the theater. I've known a lot of fruity people. Because I'm one of them. And it's like, this mother effer is like cracking jokes at the work barbecue. Wow. That's why, now let me give you this. Then we're going to open these cards. Again, please take all of this as an analogy if this doesn't literally apply. It's basically hypocrisy. Let's just sum it up quickly. It's hypocrisy. It's somebody who is a hypocrite. And it's interesting because the phrase hypocrite comes from like the theater mask. You know, it's like, it's that sort of a thing. But this is why people can embody such a narcissistic quality. Not always, but a lot of the time this is the case. Like, this is why they're able to be unmoved and they have no empathy. And you're just like, how come you feel like you have no soul? Well, it's because they kind of don't. Because imagine living in such a state of hypocrisy that you can't even look at your own self in the mirror, to the point that you avoid your own sense of self to that degree. So it's like you're disconnected from your body. You're disconnected from your sex drive. You're disconnected from your partner. You're disconnected from the people that are saying, wow, you're so amazing. You're so great. It actually kind of makes this person sick. Or this energy sick, I should say. This could even be an aspect of you, right? Like, I'm not saying like that this is all like evil and wrong. I don't talk about evil and wrong on this channel. Right? I talk about truth. What's true? What do we got going on here? And let's open it up and let's look at it. There's somebody that we have here, and it could be you. So that's why I try to be fair, right? That you have this internal battle within you to the point that you have decided to numb out, turn away from it, not look at it, not like you hate yourself. Who I'm speaking to, you hate yourself. You are disgusted and disturbed. I'm seeing on this death card, it's like I'm seeing all these like worms over an unalived body. It's like there's an aspect of you that is dead. It's dead. So of course this person has no empathy, because they are living a hollow existence. The thing about the death card, which is Scorpio, this person could be a Scorpio, however that's in their chart. Or they just live a life in the shadows, right? And I love Scorpio actually, but in this case, shadow Scorpio, right? This is like the energy of somebody who is completely numb. It's like they don't feel this. It's like they're in a coma, trigger warning. It's like I'm seeing this analogy of this is how the guides are showing me this person. It's like I'm seeing people come in and visit this person. See, this is a different point of view, isn't it? It's like on one hand, it's like all these people, they're like shooting the songs up at this person, like, oh my god, you're so like hot. It's like, okay, but then in this other, this is how the guides view this person. They're actually laying in bed in the hospital in a coma, and all the like family and friends are coming in and like putting their hand on the shoulder of the person, like telling them things about life, and like, you know, that orange-faced man just won the election and all that sort of stuff, right? Let me know down below. This is not a political statement. Do you feel like that's a form of like blackface that he's doing there? Just let me know.
Actually, don't comment. Just silently transmit to me your thoughts. Because election commentary is still too hot and I don't want to get flagged. I've got too much to say to die on a political hill when I'd much rather die on a moral one. It's ironic that I need the quote-unquote freedom of speech promised by Republicans, fake news, in order to freely bash them on a liberal-leaning platform who promises so-called power and rights to minorities, but can get in trouble even though I'm agreeing with them. This is why I'm apolitical. Even if my liberal friends are against me for that, claiming I don't support our community because I refuse to play the game. So basically, we need bits and bobs from both sides in order to pit one against the other. Meanwhile, BBC News is laughing at us eating fish and chips from my YouTube homepage right now. This is why I believe American politics is all just a show and a distraction. And the blue and red take off their colors to play golf together, discussing their stock market portfolios with the companies they're all in bed with on the side. Swinging with each other's wives and husbands. Wearing strap-ons and glitter. Wilt sipping mimosas this Sunday for brunch at 11 a.m. Anyways, my 2 cents. Thankfully, I'm just a clown, and nothing I say can or will be held against me.
Because it's real weird. But anyways, I'm apolitical. I didn't even vote. I voted every single year since I was able to vote. I didn't even vote this time. I don't care. Oh, you're gonna get so many like bad comments for that. Well, you know what you're gonna get for sitting on the fence? Nothing. That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna make no difference in this planet. You are gonna have no honor on your name. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. You're gonna have your words will not hold much value. And I'm speaking to an old version of myself. Like how I said, this could be you. Right? Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Summer breeze makes me feel fine. I'm hearing that song. Something could have happened in the summer. I'm filming this November of 2024. This is a collective, timeless reading. I just opened up to the devil. Somebody could have left you in the dark about something. It's like maybe you were like, let's work on this. And then they were just like, I'm out of here. Like they sailed away this way and then they went this way with their you-know-what, right? Because it's fire and air. We have Pisces here. We have Cancer and Capricorn in terms of signs. I feel like this person thought you had no idea the sort of person that they were. This is the thing. This is what I started off with. They took your kindness for weakness. You chose to turn a blind eye to this person's stuff. You chose to. It's like this. The cup was right there. You saw the whole thing. You scried into this person's soul. You saw their Akashic records. You saw that this was all a facade. You know that they're insecure. You knew that they were doing all this stuff for this reason, blah, blah, blah. You still loved them anyway. You didn't shame them. You didn't say, hey, you're a fake and you're a fraud. I can tell that you have all these childhood wounds and stuff inside. And you probably have something going on with your sexuality that you don't want to admit. You probably have like all these issues inside of yourself. yourself. But instead of you like calling this person out, you saw them, you loved them, you accepted them as they were, and they still effed you over. They thought like, wow, I can get away with anything. They're never going to see, they're never going to know. I'm just going to sail away. Might even played mind games with you. It's like, this could be any gender, just to be clear. All I know is there's this energy, 3 of Swords. So let's actually get into this, because believe it or not, if we zoom out from this whole story, we could be talking about lots of different things. For some, this is a relationship. For some, this is like a romantic relationship. For some, this is a family member. For some, this is an aspect, a shadow aspect of you that you're transforming with the Death card. For some, this is like a temptation that you might fall into when you start to become more successful in something. For others, or I shouldn't say for others, for the greater view of things, this could be looking in on like the state of our societies, like our society. Right? Like this could be like we see these people up on the horse and we're like, that's a criminal. Let's get into these cards. All right. Gotta be careful. Maybe I shouldn't show that I'm queer on here because this asshole is gonna laugh at me and then go sleep with somebody. Summer breeze makes me feel fine. For some of you, this is like, because I had the Hierophant, for some of you, this is like a spiritual figure that has like secrets and they're going to be exposed. Yeah, it's like whispers. There's whispers. We had the 8 of Wands. Yeah, there's information. It's like behind this person's back. Like people are talking behind this person's back. And I'm getting that this person, yeah, we have the Emperor here. I'm getting that the reason why this is happening to this person is because they got too big for their britches. Like, this doesn't have to do, we had the Justice card before. This doesn't have to do with like even just you. This is like, this person is getting karma because they thought that they were like above the law. They thought that they were above like God. They thought that they were above having like an equal relationship with a person. Like they could expect all of this stuff from you. Or it's the other way around, like this, I could be talking to you and you expected this other person to be this like undying lover, just waiting for you to come home and stuff, just like waiting there. And you were like, it was like fine for you to just like go off and like flirt with other people or hook up with other people or whatever you did. And maybe you didn't do any of that, but you thought about it and you were like, oh, that's not cheating. I'm seeing you getting into an argument with your partner and being like, yeah, but that's not cheating. I was just talking to her. It's like, but everybody knows that you were like flirting with her. And it's embarrassing for me that you're flirting with somebody else when you're with me in front of people as well, is what I'm getting. So this person has a lot of pride. For some, it's like this person has a lot of pride. For others, it's more extreme, and this is like some sort of egomaniac energy. Like they have a place of power. So I'm hearing a song. Da 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 da. P-U-S-S-Y-M, power, venom. It's like they're able to just like stand on top of some sort of like structure of success, whether that be money. We have the 10 of Pentacles, whether that be some like level of like fame or notoriety, or, you know, they're more notorious, I'm hearing, than famous. They're more infamous, I should say, than famous. They're notorious for being, I'm just seeing this back end like shady character. Like they show themselves to be one way and they're completely a different way. Yeah, I'm seeing this person prancing around, wearing cross-dressing and stuff. And again, I've said this on a past video. I forgot which one it was. But it's like, this person is like a conservative or something. And again, if you're a conservative, guys, like I'm not, again, I'm apolitical. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's like this. This person's like has like Trump signs all over the front of their house. They're like, I'm the man of the house, or like they're like, or they're kind of like a dude bro or something. But then it's like behind the scenes they're like prancing around with like a feather boa. And I'm seeing them try to like put their foot into a high heel shoe and it's like not fitting and they're getting upset. But this is the irony. It's like this person would be welcomed with open arms into our community. So it's like, why are they doing all that? I don't know. They feel like they can't be truthful, I guess, which is sad. And I understand that to a degree because, well, to a degree, I understand it completely. Because I grew up in a completely conservative Christian Hierophant environment where when I was 14 years old and I was grappling with my sexuality, it was like, I'm going to hell. I'm going to burn in hell. And I grappled with that, up until today, because I'm not speaking to my family because of it. I don't care what gender you, like, I identified as gay for 12 years. And then I had a Kundalini awakening. I'll talk about this more in depth than I have on my podcast in the past. Talked about this in depth, but I identified as gay for like 12 years. And I only dated women. I was engaged to a man before that. And then I realized when I had this Kundalini awakening that it's not that I was gay. I identify as queer. Like, it doesn't matter the gender to me. The person can be non-binary. The person can be male, female, trans, however they identify. It's not about that for me. It's about the soul of the person that I'm attracted to. But I wasn't willing to face the fact that I was doubling, quadrupling down on my anger in like actual like venomous, true like bitterness against what those people did to me, shaming me, humiliating me, dehumanizing me, saying that I didn't have the right to be a Christian minister and I wasn't allowed to be one because of this little rainbow thing here. So I get this person in that regard. Maybe they can't come out. Maybe there's some sort of figure that they have maybe their entire brand is like men, or it's like dude bro or something. Maybe they have a bunch of like dude bro friends and that they'd all laugh at this guy. Oh, wow. Oh, what are you doing, dude? Like, I don't know. Whatever. All right. This is just very upsetting. This energy is very upsetting to me. But you came to the right place. Because I know a lot about it. All right. And again, if it's not like a sexuality thing here, then it's a synonym. It's a synonym. Interesting. To like what we were just describing. It's hypocrisy. It doesn't have to be sexuality, but it's something like that. Where it's like this person, literally their entire brand is like a certain thing. And then they're like doing something in the back end that's like the exact, like it goes against everything that they're like making money off of even. You know what I'm saying here? So it's, again, could just be an analogy. Let's just take a sip of coffee with the clown nose on. I feel like this is triggering. Well, it's I feel like it's triggering. It's triggering me, so. Okay. Let's just. There Yep. What is it? On King of the Hill? Yep. What do they do? It'd kind of be like that, right? But Hank is not homophobic. And his son is like very theatrical and he loves him. It's 6 a.m. and the boy already ain't right. So if Hank Hill from Texas can love his, like, to him, his weird son, you know what I'm saying here? Nobody has any excuse, is what I'm trying to say with that analogy. Card number 1 is the Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing it's only gonna get worse for this person. I'm seeing them literally pushing against. I'm seeing this actually as a restrictive energy. It's like a blockage, and it's an energy that you have to push against with all your might. And see, this person's coming up as the Emperor. Again, I'm not saying this person isn't, excuse me, impressive. 6 of Wands is a card of success. And it's success that was earned over possibly a long period of time, which is what the Knight of Pentacles can represent. Right? It's a long time. This person could have been, to become an emperor, you don't just become an emperor. This takes a long time to become an emperor. Right? So this person, no wonder. This person has a lot to lose. There's something here that's built into the very foundation of who this person is, or what they've built, that is anti something about themselves. And maybe this person's having a spiritual awakening. So there is a side of me that's softening to this person, believe it or not. Because it's like, we've all been here in some way. Where it's like your eyes are open, you have the spiritual awakening, and you're like, oh my God, I was in the freaking Matrix. Maybe this person's coming out of the Matrix. Or maybe they're not. Sort of a thing. Because this is kind of like a warning for this person. And maybe you're this person. And if you're this person and you've listened to 36 minutes, hey, there's hope for you yet. That's what Poppy used to say. He passed away. He wasn't my grandfather by blood, but he took me into his home when I was like homeless for a period of time. And he let me sleep in the room upstairs. And he'd always say, oh, there's hope for you yet. This person, I'm getting that scripture. It's like, why do you kick against the goads? Why do you kick against the pricks? It's like this person is fighting against their own selves, and it's like they're doubling, tripling, quadrupling down in something. And this is an aspect of all of us, right? We all do this in some regard. For some, it's more extreme. For some, there's more consequences because this person's involving other people. They're blowing up their relationships. They're doing shady stuff, right? They're morally incorrect and on multiple, things here. But for some of us in this message, if we're slightly identifying with this is like part of the freaking journey, man. This person might be having a Kundalini awakening. Maybe that's why I brought the snake in. And they're like, oh my God, I can't live this lie anymore. I know somebody who came out at like 60 years old. So, it's never too late. And again, this doesn't have to be sexuality, right, guys? I think that the guides just show me stuff sometimes. It's like I don't want to move off of this Knight of Pentacles, because it's like for this person, there's a level of comfort in feeling that feeling of stuckness and constriction, and they equate that to feeling steady, secure, and like in the arms of like stability or something. But in reality, it's like they're being choked by a cobra. This person might also have something about choking. This person might be into BDSM or something like that. But and I'm seeing a lot of men. So and hey, if that's you, if you're just a gay man in here, welcome, hello. And love and light to everybody here. I love you guys. maybe that's just a joke. I don't know. Maybe that's just saying that I got some spicy men in the house. But I feel like what this is talking about is this kind of like hypocritical person. This could be your freaking father. You know what I mean? This could be your boss. I don't know. This is somebody that has authority and who misuses it and mistreats other people and stuff. And if they were just honest with themselves, they could it's kind of like what people say, like, oh, thank you for using your platform, like, for this and that. It's like this person could use their platform, whatever that means, to advocate for whatever this journey is that they're going through. They could turn this entire thing around. They could write a book. They could speak out. They could be like, yeah, I lived this whole life. I built this whole business upon this concept, but I had this like a spiritual awakening. Everything changed inside of me. I hurt all these people. So, not everybody forgave me, but some did. It's like the 12-step program. It's like I went around and I made amends with people, and it was really, really hard. I had to like give up everything I built, but now here I am on the other side of things, and now I'm an advocate for people who feel like they can't speak up about themselves for all of these reasons. But why do I feel like this person is not going to do that? Well, let's see. We have 2 more cards. Card number 2 is the 3 of Wands. Is there hope for this person? I just heard, if there's hope for you, there's hope for me. Somewhere over the rainbow. If there's hope for you, there's hope for me. Well, I'm seeing that movie with the minions. It's like, this is giving like an anti-hero vibe, where it's like maybe it's like the sun coming over the horizon. Like maybe there is hope for this person. To do the right thing, I'm hearing. This could even just be symbolic of like the world at large, like that there's hope, that, you know, these institutions, you know, with the Hierophant and the emperor, I almost said the elephant, which to me is like ancient wisdom. The snake is ancient wisdom as well. It's like these things that have just been so established in society that we feel like there's not hope. It's never going to change. It's things are what they are. People are what they are. This situation is what it is. It's like, but then the Three of Wands, which to me is a card of growth, expansion, hope, going on the journey, being brave enough to, even if you have to just move one tiny step at a time. And for some of you, this is you moving away from this person if you were in a relationship with them. For others, this is like you're moving away from a family dynamic, you're moving away from a boss. But for some, and it might only be 30% with the Three of Wands, but maybe for some, this person will own up to... I'm just seeing them like in the theater, dancing, singing, very expressive. It's like this person could use all of this like gusto that they have, this bravado, for social change. I'm hearing they could use it for social change. Interesting. I just want to put this as a caveat here. This could also be speaking about like Pluto and Aquarius, opening up and changing, like, you know, 11th house themes, like the structure of society being broken down and like humbling. I'm hearing, and humiliating the proud. Like we talked about with this, it will humiliate the proud. I'm seeing people on their knees, where it's like it will take down kings to where they'll have to, like, I'm seeing them revert back into this childlike state where they're just, I'm seeing them like sucking their thumb and crying like they're a kid, because they're realizing they've suppressed all of this stuff for so long. It's like layers and layers and layers. I'm just seeing pressing into the skin and there's no feeling, back to that coma example. I'm also seeing, have you ever seen the layers of like dirt, like all these different layers, or the layers of like the atmosphere, like there's all of these different like layers of the atmosphere. It's like there's something about Pluto and Aquarius that's gonna happen, that's going to come in like a wrecking ball. I came in like a wrecking ball, and it's gonna come and like break down these structures. It's going to bring them to their knees. I'm seeing that. And this is also micro. It's going to happen on a personal level as well, to people who feel like they're above their own humanity, essentially, right? And they've gotten very comfortable sitting in these positions. But something's going to happen. Where this wrecking ball is going to come in, and it's going to bring ego deaths. It's going to bring transformations for some. For others, I'm seeing them holding on for dear life, and they're not going to change. But even, like I said, even if it's like 30%, that's, you know, that's enough to tip the scale for some stuff, right? Wow. Powerful. Sorry guys, my phone ran out of storage. My phone ran, yeah. It's like, they're like running away. Don't speak on us anymore! What? Little old me? Little old us? That's Pluto and Aquarius. Well, it's like a wink and a nod to the age of Aquarius coming in, which is the people. It's 11th house. There's more of us than there are of them, sort of a vibe. And I'm seeing them like shaking in their boots. So let's light a candle. We have Cerberus here. Yeah, it wouldn't even light. They're like, we don't want your pity! So, let's light a candle, say a prayer, a little communion for the establishment. And everything these mother effers represent. And if this is not your thing, I understand. Whatever your thing is, insert. Because some of these people, they're going to need you to light a candle and say a little prayer. Say a little prayer for you. Or they're going to wish that they had your prayers where they're going. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, Hades had to come in on this one. The dogs that guard hell, Cerberus. Hades dogs. It's like, yeah, Hades had to come into this message. So we see what the energy is here, right? That's why I work with Hades, because he knows how to handle energies like this. These are heavy hitters. These are big energies. But again, this is also on a micro level, but we're going to be seeing these establishments like burning down. But it's like, it's a slow burn. It's like, it's happening over time, and it will happen so slowly and so under the radar that by the time they notice, it will be too late. Like, the ones who are wise see it coming on the horizon, right? The horizon line. Card number 3, the 9 of Swords. See, it's like their spirits understand that this is coming. It's like, now I'm seeing this a little differently. It's like the ships are coming in, man. The time is coming. And it's like they're just having to watch it come in real slow. Right? I'm seeing Death Row for some reason. I'm seeing Diddy. So it's like, it's stuff like that, guys, that I'm talking about here, but it's also like, this could be somebody you know as well, because they're carrying, I'm sorry guys if you can hear my stomach this whole damn time. I have a lot of stomach problems, so I you know what I mean? Like I said, like I started off at the beginning of this video, I'm just an open person. I don't care what. I have stomach problems, okay? Whatever. Anyways, it's because I have nothing to hide. I've gone through a death, like, I've gone through so many deaths so many times that at this point, I'm like, I could just like have people come into my house, look through my shit. Like, I look through my search history, my bank accounts. Like, I don't have, and that's because I've had to be initiated. Like, I've had to go through the freaking underworld, and I'm sure a lot of you relate to this, to the point where it's like, I'm looking for the places that need to be healed. And I feel like a lot of you are that way. So sometimes we attract, if you're a healer, an empath, an earth angel, a spiritualist, right? People like this with the hermit, you're a seeker. It's like we attract in the darkness. We attract in people that are like the opposite to us. If you're extremely authentic, you may attract in people that are completely the opposite. They wear a mask. They're inauthentic. They're hypocrites. Right? You will attract those people in, not because like, wow, why does this keep happening to me? Why does this keep happening to me? No. It's so that it gives these people a chance to grow and to ascend and to transform and possibly even go through an ego death because of coming into contact with you. It's not a life for everybody, but a lot of us have volunteered for that. And you'll know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. So I'm going to end on that. I feel like what this is showing is it's a slow approach. Because the Nine of Swords is a card of like fear, of terror, like for what's to come. And I feel like this is on a spiritual level. They're not these people are whoever they are. It could be somebody you know, it could be in a higher way in our society. They're not sitting around thinking like, "Oh my God, I'm so afraid of what's to come." But in the spirit realm, it's known and it's understood that there is like a death approaching, like the king is down here unalived, right? But it's Pluto, it's a time of transformation and change. Pluto and Aquarius. And I love how we have them both here. Pluto in Aquarius. Officially, it's 2023 to 2044. It kind of went in and out of Capricorn, retrograded into Capricorn. And I believe it's officially in Aquarius. Let me look real quick. Actually, I don't have it in here, but it's like the third week of November. I'll put it down below. But I was doing some research on Pluto and Aquarius, as I have multiple times, but just brushing up on it. And here it is. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and the door will be opened. Right? I love you guys. It's been Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. Thanks for being here. And remember, you can always listen to this podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And if you want to book a personal or donate to support the show, info is down below. And until next time, you guys, I love ya, and I'll see you on the next one.